Good morning, guys. This is Wayne Walker, founder of Reflective Mind Hypnosis, here at almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't sleep very well. I had to get up, and I'm doing this recording on Past Life Regression, and I had recorded this a couple of days ago, and I went back and looked at it, and it just some things on it that didn't come through the way that I wanted to, so I'm re-recording it. And so here I am. Hopefully I'll be able to explain some things and share with you about what past life regression is and what it's not. For those of you who are Christian or have a belief system such as I do, I am a Christian. I don't want the term past life regression to affect you in any way, because it's not. There's more to it than just what you probably don't know about it. Okay. And I'm here to clear this up. I've had a lot of people in the past few days, or actually the past few weeks rather, coming to me asking me about past life regression. I've gotten emails and text messages asking me if I do it. And I do past life regressions. However, past life regression is one of those things that I don't do with every client. It is a past life regression for me is a technique to help a person. It's not a parlor trick. It's not something that I lead people into hypnosis and then take them back into past lives and discover all of a sudden that they were a prominent figure in history, or a king or a pharaoh or whatever. That's not what I do. All right. Now, I've been a hypnotist for a long time now, and I've worked with. It's in the thousands now of people, helping them with this with hypnosis. And when I was first trained as a hypnotist, because I went to school for it. And I went to school for it not even with the intention of ever doing it for a business. It just fascinated me. So anyway, when I was in school for hypnosis, and we got to the section of past life regression, I was exposed to it. And I went through the training, got done with the training, and quite frankly, I looked at it as a bunch of hooey. I thought people were just off their rocker, going through all this. And looking back on it, I wasn't ready to understand it until a few years ago. And that's a whole story in of itself. But I now have past life regression as a tool in my toolbox. It's something that I use with some clients. If a person calls me out of the blue and they want me to do past life regression on them, chances are I'm not going to do it, because I don't use past life regression as a focal point of what I do. I use it as a component of being able to help people. Now, past life regression, basically what it is it's taking an individual, leading them into the state of hypnosis, and then allowing them to go back in time into a past life. Now, past life could be your current life a week ago. That's past life. Most of the time, it's taking them all the way back and allowing them to go into a past life with and leading them with questions you're asking. It's one of the few times when I work with a person that we're in communication for much part of the session verbally, meaning that I'm asking questions. I'm not leading people in where they're going. They're leading me based on my questions. It's the who, the what, or why, how do you feel, what do you experience, what do you see, that type of thing. And they're open-ended questions. So everything that is gotten back from the client during a past life regression session is all from the client. Now, I'm not there to disprove anything. I'm not there to prove anything, what they say. I could care less. That's not what the purpose of it is. The purpose of a past life regression is being able to allow that person to go back into that past life and utilize that opportunity to focus on certain things that they may be going through, or that they're having challenges with dealing in their life today. It's a very safe thing, and sometimes when people go into hypnosis and then into that past life, there's some things that are discovered. Now, some of those things I may not realize, they may not share with me, and it's not necessary, okay? Because I don't need to know. I prefer not to know. The purpose of it is lead them back to get unstuck, to deal with certain traumas, to deal with whatever that has affected them for, for the most part, for years and years and years, and they've not been able to get past it. They've been to traditional talk therapy, which that's a whole different area that I won't get into here. But I find, in my experiences, is that when I pull that tool out of the toolbox to help a person to get over things in their life today, that for the most part, it does exactly that. It allows them to break through, to deal with, and to that it's causing, could be anxiety or depression or fears or whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish. It has a valuable place in what I do, and it's one of those things where it just amazes me each and every time that I do it with a person, because every experience for people is different. Everybody's different. No two people are going to experience past life regression the same. There may be times when we do a past life regression and I don't get anything back from the client. That they can't visualize, they can't experience, whatever it is. However, even that produces results. It allows them to get past a lot of things, and I may come out of it and say, you know what, maybe this was a waste of time. And I've gotten to the point now to where it's never a waste of time. There's always something that will come out of that for a person in some way, in a positive way. It has never affected anybody in a negative way. And if any, and I don't, and look, I don't understand or know why past life regression works. All that I know is that it does. There's a certain format that I follow, and that format is tweaked according to every person, personalities, where they're at, young, old, whatever. It's all It's all customized for that client, but the format is generally the same. And I don't understand how it works. And if any hypnotists tell you, yeah, I know exactly how it works, they don't. Okay, it's all projection. It's assumptions. But it's not necessary that we know why it works. Only the fact that it works. Okay? It's like taking an aspirin. You got a headache, you take an aspirin, headache goes away. Well, that's great. Well, how did that work? Well, it affected the cell and the nervous system. Blah, blah. You don't know all that stuff, and we don't need to know. All the fact is, you take an aspirin, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, your headache's gone, and it works. And it's the same exact thing with past life regression. But it's also something that the hypnotist has to understand how to use. And what components. You got to be able to pivot on certain things very quickly, depending on what's thrown at you, or what you are getting back from the client, so that there's a continuity in the process. So it's really an amazing tool when it's needed and when it's experienced. And again, not there to disprove or prove whether whatever I've gotten back from a client is accurate or can be traced back. Now, having said that, more times than not, if a person were to go back and do research on the information gleaned from the past life, there's a high probability that some of it, most of it, all of it is going to show that it's provable. I mean, and again, I don't get wrapped up in the minutia of that. But at the same time, you know, what I've experienced as a hypnotist, and even, of course, experiencing hypnosis myself many times on a daily basis, I don't discount anything anymore. I mean, if a person tells me that, you know, Peter Pan comes to their bedroom every night and he dances at the end of their bed while they're trying to go to sleep, my response is, okay, if that's your perception, that's your reality, and that's okay. But I don't discount anything hardly anymore. I'm cautious of it. There's some things that I stay well away from, that I don't get wrapped up in. But I don't discount it, because it every time that I do, then it comes back and it bites me for having done that. So I've just learned over time. I mean, you can call it wisdom, whatever you want to call it. But there are some amazing things that can occur with a person once they experience that. And it's not uncommon for me to receive phone calls a few days or a couple of 3 weeks after a session of past life regression and get get feedback from a client of a very positive experience, that the way things are going, because they're being unstuck, they're letting things go. So anyway, so that's past life in a nutshell. You can do your own research on past life regression, and you're going to get wide variance of what it is, what it's not. But I try to break it down into a very simple way of understanding. And there are some things that you just need to go with, to follow, to just, go with the flow, so to speak, and just experience it, understand it. So anyway, if you have any questions, if you want to schedule a free consultation with me, the information is right there in front of you. I would also ask you to press the subscribe button on my down below here for my channel. That would help me a lot to get more information out. If you have comments or feedback or have questions or anything, just feel free to put it in the comment sections down below. I'll be happy to engage with you, or you can go to my website and just contact me through the email, or again, schedule a free consultation to discuss what the possibilities of hypnosis are for you. All right? Any questions? Talk to you later. God bless, and make good choices.